Environmental law is a collective term encompassing aspects of the law that provide protection to the environment, a related but distinct set of regulatory regimes, now strongly influenced by environmental legal principles, focus on the management of specific natural resources, such as forests, minerals, or fisheries. Other areas, such as environmental impact assessment, may not fit neatly into either category, but are nonetheless important components of environmental law. Previous research found that when environmental law reflects moral values for betterment, legal adoption is more likely to be successful, which usually happens in well-developed regions. In less developed states, changes in moral values are necessary for successful legal implementation when environmental law differs from moral values. Early examples of legal enactments designed to consciously preserve the environment, for its own sake or human enjoyment, are found throughout history. In the common law, the primary protection was found in the law of nuisance, but this only allowed for private actions for damages or injunctions if there was harm to land. Thus, smells emanating from pigsties, strict liability against dumping rubbish, or damage from exploding dams. Private enforcement, however, was limited and found to be woefully inadequate to deal with major environmental threats, particularly threats to common resources. During the Great Stink of 1858, the dumping of sewerage into the River Thames began to smell so ghastly in the summer heat that Parliament had to be evacuated. Ironically, the Metropolitan Commission of Sewers Act 1848 had allowed the Metropolitan Commission for Sewers to close cesspits around the city in an attempt to clean up, but this simply led people to pollute the river. In 19 days, Parliament passed a further act to build the London sewerage system. London also suffered from terrible air pollution, and this culminated in the Great Smog of 1952, which in turn triggered its own legislative response, the Clean Air Act 1956. The basic regulatory structure was to set limits on emissions for households and business while an inspectorate would enforce compliance. Air quality laws govern the emission of air pollutants into the atmosphere. A specialized subset of air quality laws regulate the quality of air inside buildings. Air quality laws are often designed specifically to protect human health by limiting or eliminating airborne pollutant concentrations. Other initiatives are designed to address broader ecological problems, such as limitations on chemicals that affect the ozone layer, and emissions trading programs to address acid rain or climate change. Regulatory efforts include identifying and categorizing air pollutants, setting limits on acceptable emissions levels, and dictating necessary or appropriate mitigation technologies. Waste management laws govern the transport, treatment, storage, and disposal of all manner of waste, including municipal solid waste, hazardous waste, and nuclear waste, among many other types. Waste laws are generally designed to minimize or eliminate the uncontrolled dispersal of waste materials into the environment in a manner that may cause ecological or biological harm, and include laws designed to reduce the generation of waste and promote or mandate waste recycling. Regulatory efforts include identifying and categorizing waste types and mandating transport, treatment, storage, and disposal practices. Environmental cleanup laws govern the removal of pollution or contaminants from environmental media, such as soil, sediment, surface water, or groundwater. Unlike pollution control laws, cleanup laws are designed to respond after the fact to environmental contamination, and consequently must often define not only the necessary response actions, but also the parties who may be responsible for undertaking such actions. Regulatory requirements may include rules for emergency response, liability allocation, site assessment, remedial investigation, feasibility studies, remedial action, post-remedial monitoring, and site reuse. Chemical safety laws govern the use of chemicals in human activities, particularly man-made chemicals in modern industrial applications, as contrasted with media-oriented environmental laws, and regulating pesticide. Environmental impact assessment applies to policies, plans and programs most often proposed by organs of state, It is a tool of environmental management forming a part of project approval and decision making. Environmental assessments may be governed by rules of administrative procedure regarding public participation and documentation of decision making, and may be subject to judicial review. Water resources laws govern the ownership and use of water resources, including surface water and groundwater. Regulatory areas may include water conservation, use restrictions, and ownership regimes. Mineral resource laws cover several basic topics, including